just this. What am I? Yes, I'm recording. Okay. So, all right. So, testing. Canner, I don't know if you can see canner. I think you can. I think you can see the canner pretty. Yeah, you can see the canner pretty good. Yep. That's here. Currently, I don't know if you can see that. Cooking some ground beef. Browning some ground beef. This is going to be my processing area. All the processing, doing the ground beef. Obviously, this shit. And this is where I'm going to store all the cans. So I'm going to put a towel here. These are the items I have. Can you see this for this? Got me one of these things. This is badass, right? Picking up the cans. Huh? What is this? Little canning funnel. Oh, yeah. And this thing. I figured it'd be a good idea to do this because I guess you have to heat up your lids to what, 140 degrees? Is that what my notes say? Yeah, 140 degrees. I haven't sanitized the area yet, and I've not even started. I hate packaging. There. Got me a thermometer. What the fuck? Come on. Alright. You see that? Testing. Oh, candy, jelly, deep fry, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what that's for. Oh, that's so you don't have to touch the whole fucking thing. Yeah, it's got Celsius and Fahrenheit. I don't know, it was like $4. Whatever. Alright. Home Taylor. Oh, so that's done. That's trash. A little EDC here. Oh. Got my distilled white vinegar. Can you see this? Distilled white vinegar. Yeah. I've yet to sterilize and disinfect this area. And I have olive oil, of course, here, which I've opened already. I've opened this and opened the thing and poured it out. Which once you do that, it becomes rancid. It starts to become rancid, if not already rancid because of the way they packaged it and pouring it in here. Once it hits air, it becomes rancid. So, but I'm not going to be consuming this shit. I'm going to be using it as a lubricant for the beveled edge of the canner. This edge right here, there's a beveled edge. I guess I need to clean in there, huh? Oh, shit. Oh no! Not the jiggler! Ah, crap. Well, buckler? Oh. That'd be a very expensive buckler, but I mean, you could definitely, boom. Anyway, yeah, let's not play like that. This has an arrow. There's a notch. Yeah, I was looking on the thing. It was talking about the parts of the thing, and it talked about a bayonet lug. That's the bayonet lug. I love the name. All American 925. Boom, locks into place like that. Boom, 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 boom. it in. And my elevation is, what did I say? 856. So the jiggler goes at 10, like that. And we're going to be doing ground beef, which I don't know if you can see ground beef. I have 10 pounds of ground beef. Oh, Charity. Charity just jumped up trying to get some. I'm going to brown that. I thawed it out starting last night. That's why I didn't can with Ghost Prepper in them. But I did showcase this thing. Thank you, Dirty Mom. So, what am I doing? Yesterday I didn't can. I didn't do any kind of canning. I just had one of those days. My brain was kind of checked out. I went to the BMV here to try to become a full-fledged Clevelander, but the only thing I got close to, I'm one step towards it, one step closer towards it, but I got my title changed over, so I've got to go get an e-check for my car, which is free, I guess, but it's still, I got to go on the other side of Cleveland to get it. There's other places I guess I could go. Then I gotta come back and boom, everything is done. Give me my tags. But there's a snag. Remember I talked about my dad and all that, and well, I don't have a actual birth certificate. I have a certificate of duplication or whatever it's called. So they don't recognize that here in the state of Ohio. At least the supervisor did. And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "It's what I have." So after my dad dying, and then being adopted by my stepdad, which was a prerequisite from my mom, which was very interesting. I went through the same thing with the DOC, Department of Corrections, in Tennessee. I was a bad kid, and the DOJ, the United States Marine Corps, Department of, all them. They looked and looked and looked, and that's what they came up with. That piece of paper I had, and they're like, "This is weird, but." Yeah, your actual original birth certificate is gone. So strange, but they thought it was strange too. But of course I exist. I was born. So I don't know. Whatever. All right, I'm not liking this fly. So, another test. Turn the light off. The best way to kill a fly is in the dark. They can't see. It's hard for them to see. Now, as soon as I see his little ass, she should be nesting somewhere. When it gets dark, they stop. They land, they chill, because they can't see. So they can't fly around. It's hard for them to fly around, bumping into shit. And I've got my ShamWow at angle 1, ready to send that decisive blow. Most powerful strike, by the way. Slightly wet rag. Where'd he go? That's another thing I want to sanitize here is fucking flies. Which doesn't help that I open my window from time to time, my sliding glass door, and let them in. I do have a screen door, but Charity wants to go out too, right? I'll do that. I'll let her in and out. The flies aren't too bad. It's just they come in, you know. Right, Charity? Can you see Charity? Say hi, Charity. Hi, Charity. Hi. Oh, so I'm calling you. Called your name, and that means, hey, I've got food for you. Yeah. Taste of the wild. Oh, yeah. There he is. Yeah, see, he's don't land on my stuff. Ooh, whoa. Ah, I missed him. He was flying around, he couldn't see the land. He kept bumping into shit in here. And I was trying to use my shadow to. There he is. Ah, I missed him. Barely. So, the thing about flies, the reason they're so quick, think about it. The same way that we're quick, the brain sends the signal down the arm to react to my will. Something happens. I have to process the stimuli, whatever the process is. I got to move out of the way or whatever, and it takes time for my brain to go. Okay, I understand the stimuli. Something is coming towards me, and I have to move, or I have to react, or I have to do something. Move out of the way. Whoa. So there's that time that it takes for my brain to process and create an action. All right, and that is as long as my brain to my body parts, my hand, boom, that to move. So you have all that length of reaction time. It's a length. In a fly, very, very small. And I give him the stimuli, from here to here. Oh, it doesn't take him long at all to process that information to his eyes, to his brain, which is only about, I can't even measure it with my fingers. It's that close. So that's how fast a fly, a bug, because they're smaller. Dogs, cats, same way. Anything smaller, they're quicker. That's why they're quicker. But, you can find, I have found some very quick, big guys. So, don't get it twisted. There are exceptions to the rule, but that's why lizards and spiders, they say, are damn near intuitive. Like, almost like they can predict shit with their quickness. Have you ever seen a spider go after a fly or something? Whoa, what the fuck? Scale it down and look at it that way. That's what you would see. This blinding speed. Anyway, I can't find him. He's flying around somewhere. Fuck. They do that. I want this to dry. I want this to be clean and smooth. And so, yeah. Clean everything. I figure I clean everything. Turn the light on. I figure I clean everything and sanitize. So I have a nice, clean, sanitized surface. Because that's the thing, right? That's the first time ever doing it. That's the thing, right? We want to sanitize the area to ensure that no bacteria get into the canning process through my hands, through handling, through whatever. So knock down everything, dry everything, and that's what I learned in pest control. Keep it clean, keep it dry, and you will never have problems. Never have these little issues, bug issues. Now that means keep it clean, keep it dry everywhere. Pull out your stove and clean in there. Clean underneath it, beside it, around it, underneath it, everywhere. I'm gonna need some hand sanitizer. That's because I just did all that wiping down, and there's nastiness everywhere with that on my hands. But I've done that. Also, I've noticed that the floor is dirty, so we're going to clean the floor. Most of it is charity hair. There's an idea too. I got to clean the floor, make sure that's cleansed, fully cleansed. I love my kung fu movies, the old cheesy kung fu movies, and so one of my favorites is Gordon Liu. He always played like the Shaolin monk, and this was this guy, and I love this movie. I love it so much. I have the. No, I don't have it. I wish I had it, but I've seen the movie so many times. And so many names. That's the thing, is it's called Shaolin Master Killer, I think, but that's just one name. There's also another name, 36 chambers, the 36 levels of Shaolin, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, this guy, Gordon Liu, he gets a bad rap, and his family, his girlfriend, his wife, kids, all that, all get killed. He gets beat to death, almost, nearly beaten to death, and it's by government officials that are posing as. Anyway, basically the system, it kicked his ass, took everything from him, and he's on the run. They thought they killed him, but he made it. He smuggled himself into a basket and was brought to Shaolin because they were running around feeding. They were running around getting, gathering their provisions, and out when they came back. They came to Shaolin, and they're like, "Wow, this thing's heavy." They carried it all the way back, and out comes this half-dead man out of this big, huge basket of cabbages, and obviously the abbot guy was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's get him healed up, and see what happens from there." And so they do. It takes them a while, and his idea, once he gets healed up, basically does a lot of sweeping to kind of earn his keep. Well, there's a chow hall. He wants to learn kung fu. I know I'm bouncing around here. He wants to learn kung fu. Okay, so he tells the abbot, "I want to learn kung fu." He's like, "Okay, you can learn here." But he's like, "Where would you like to start?" He's like, "The highest level." So, Gordon Liu goes in there, and he walks into the gate, the chamber. It's outside, and there's these guys, all these people, and this super old man at the very end, and they're reading the sutras, the Lotus Sutras, and they've got these little clackers gourds with these little spoons, and they're chanting and reading, and and they're all doing this in unison. And the guy, the teacher, the Sifu at the beginning, at the head, boom, boom, boom. He raises his striker. Everybody else does the same thing. And he starts asking questions. Well, he starts reciting the sutra, and it's in. And he looks over to one guy and goes, without, and tells him that, okay, looks at this one guy and says, basically it means you continue the verse, and the guy's like, without, what? He can't remember it, and the teacher, Sifu, just goes, out, and the monk does this and walks away. And so Gordon Liu goes like, teacher, I came. I came to learn Kung Fu. And the teacher goes, how many times have you read the sutras? Teacher, I came out. But teacher, I want to out. And he does that, and no touch kind of thing. And Gordon Liu goes flying and lands in a big old heap. Goes, wah, runs away. So goes back to the abbot. Goes, what the hell was that? I thought is that Kung Fu? And the abbot goes, that's the highest level you'll ever see. He's like, how about we start down at the bottom? He's like, yeah, that's a great idea. And one of the classes, very simple class. They would do the that kind of thing, and do their what they call Lohan, Shaolin Lohan. It's just a bunch of moves that boom, 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 the Shaolin stomp, boom, and they go through all these motions, and it's hard, rigorous kind of training all day long. And at the end of the day, you get to go to eat, but you have to cross a pit full of water with some logs on it. And you're like, oh, okay, all right. And you got to run across the log, and that's what everybody does. Is they run off across the logs, boom, 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 and it teaches them, whatever. And everybody gets to the other end, and they're all standing and waiting for Gordon Liu to do his thing, and he's just like, I don't know about this, but he's like, I gotta do it. Bam! Lands in the water. He's all wet. He gets out, and everybody's laughing. All the students are laughing at him. Ha 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 ha. They go in, and they start eating. You're hungry. I mean, you're getting, and basically it's a meager meal of rice and some vegetables, maybe some meat, and some water, and you're hungry as fuck. Everybody's having a good time eating, and he gets done. He pulls himself out of the water pit full of logs, and he walks up, and there's an abbot there. There's a little an older gentleman there, and he's like, "Ooh, stop! No one can enter unless they are fully cleansed," And Gordon was like, so he takes off his clothes, and he's wringing it out and drying it, trying to dry it. And meanwhile, everybody's going into the chow hall, just eating away. And finally he's like, oh God, okay, I'm good. Everything's dry. I'm fully cleansed. And he walks up, and the abbot, or the abbot, the teacher, whatever, the chow hall guard, older gentleman. He says, okay, come on in. And he goes in, and he grabs his bowl, and he's looking around. There's no more rice. There's no more of this. There's no more of that. And he's like, fuck. And every day, he has to do that. He has to Everybody has to cross these pits, this pit of water with logs on it, and they boop, 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 they do their thing. And Gordon Liu, in the middle of the night, starts practicing, and he gets out there, and in the middle of the night, when everybody's asleep, he's running across these logs, falling into the water, boom, boom, getting back out, boom, 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 and taking off, and finally he does it. He goes, huh. And as soon as he does that, the teacher, his kung fu teacher, comes out and goes, Buddha bless you, and this is you figured it out, yay, great, good job, and he comes. He's like, all right, great. And Gordon Liu goes back to bed, And the next day, the logs are smaller. Oh. And everybody in the whole class is just busting their ass. And Gordon Liu's like, and he gets wet too. And so the whole class stays out there all day, all night, trying to cross this frickin' this pit of water, with these little bitty sticks that they're trying to cross, walk on to get across to get something to eat, right? So they're all night, they're out there, and finally the Sifu comes out there and goes, it's all about balance and weight, and he takes a plate and he throws it across and skips it across the water, and he's like, oh, that's the secret, there you go, good luck, and walks away. And of course all night long these guys are boom, 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 and Gordon Liu's right there with him, and finally Gordon Liu runs across, tiptoeing through, and goes, speed, balance, weight, got it, And everyone's like, hey, congratulations, yeah. So, but the sign, no one can enter unless they are fully cleansed. It's always been stuck in my head, always. Yes, here we go. So, my oh shit, what the hell? Yeah, I'm coughing all over the damn place now. So I've got, hello fly. So I've got 10 pounds of ground beef cooking up. This is a 7-quart canner. About 1 pound goes into a quart. 7. So I've got 7 pounds to can, right? I'm just doing the math top of my head here. That leaves me with 3 more pounds of leftover ground beef. It's like, what am I going to do with it? Duh, I want to eat it. So yeah, and I'm not putting any spices or herbs or anything like that in it, even though I want to. I really do want to, but I gotta think about charity here, right? Yeah, I gotta think about charity. So, I do that a lot. I cook a lot of foods for both of us, and because she's got to eat too, right? So, and later on, I can do spices and stuff, which I've got a shitload of spices. A shitload of spices. All this is spices and coffees and teas, and I've got just, you name it, I got it. It's in there. So yeah, and I'm just cooking this on low, taking my time. Beautiful Sunday morning, afternoon. Now it's 12:42. Brown this up. Sanitize the area. Can. I'm thinking I should clean the inside of the canner with the distilled white vinegar. I think that's the idea. I'm learning a lot. Thank you, Ghost, and everybody else. Dirty Mom. Yeah. Anyway, this is just a test video, so I could test the angles and the lighting and all that. I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit. I need some hand sanitizer. You got some hand sanitizer? Oh, you got some hand sanitizer? I know, right? Oh, I'm out of drink. Boom. Yeah, I need hand sanitizer. So, and I understand that you can see me from here. Yeah. That's right. That's right. All right. So I'm going to take you with me. How about that? So I like the angle, and we're going to let's just see what we got going on here, right? Yeah. There's Charity. Yeah. Yep. That's the same angle right there. My kitchen. Oh. That's my setup. Yep. Spices and herbs. Wow, it's already been 31 minutes. Me just rambling. I have everything I need here. All kinds of junk. Boom. I thought about using this area, but I'm going to be. This is my processing area. Obviously that, and then I'm just going to put the cans here. I need a towel. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a towel. Yep. Oh, here's the cans. Cans are just chilling right there, waiting. So, standing by. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 right there. Oh shit. 8. I got some more in here though, but they're being used. And that's all that over there. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could use those after I've already filled them and played with them and stuff. Yeah. Got this at a flea market. Got this at a flea market. That thing's pretty cool, huh? Check that out. Do some smelting. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so. Oh. This way. Yeah. So this has been Mad Chad doing a test in my canning. And this is what I'm going to use for when I do the canning for Ghost, the Ghost canning party. So yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. I might post it. Should I? Why not? It's content, right? Yeah, so this is Mad Chad. Encourage you all to continue to train and continue to prep, because we all know it's a mad world out there.